Well, hello. It is 12:25 on a day in the week that I can't remember what day it is because my brain exploded, as most of you know. I think it's Wednesday, not for sure. I have an appointment at my physical therapist at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and my sister-in-law one of my brothers who died is coming over to bring us some chicken, and I'm trying to get out of physical therapy. I hate physical therapy, and I was mean to Susu. Most of you know I have another channel with my bride called Susu and the Wolfman. Anyway, so I apologize to her on the air, so she will watch this. I hate physical therapy so much, and especially with my brain and the way it is. I'm well overweight, and anyway, all that to say, I'm doing a suggestion now, and I cut when I took a photo of the suggestion, I cut off the name, and I'm sorry. This is a Deep Purple Child in Time versus a band called Navaronne, and they had suggested Live at Sleeping Beauty. I couldn't find that. This is they're apparently a Dutch band, maybe, and the title is Live at Jornse. I don't know. I worked for a Dutch company for a while, and I love the Dutch. I've been up to Holland and went to Amsterdam, spent some time there. It was fun, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't know this band at all. I'm surprised. The Navaronne Band. Maybe I do and I don't remember it, but this is Deep Purple Child in Time and the cover. So we're going to hit this right now. Here we go. All right, and here we go. Nice. Okay, so the reason I paused that real quick is I used to know the organ player's name in Deep Purple, and I do not anymore. I probably do, but I just don't remember it. But that's how I play, right? I mean, his fingering is much more classical than mine. Mine is like whatever fingers I can figure out to use. But I love the organ. I don't actually own an organ right now, but I love the Hammond B3 with the Leslie, and I've got some very, very close facsimiles of, and they're not near as heavy to carry around. I have played a Hammond on outside of the house, and it is heavy as crap to carry around. But there's something about the sound, even with keyboards that I have that are they're very similar. There's something about that sound of a Hammond B3 through a Leslie cabinet is just it's second to none. And you can have a Hammond without a Leslie. It's not as good. You can have a Leslie and a different organ, and it's okay. But the two together, and this is 1970. This is when it really caught on and took off. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just back this up to the beginning.
Sweet child in time, you'll see the line that's drawn between the good and the bad. See the blind man
Okay, guys, I was messing with the levels because it got really loud, and they were pegging. So I'm going to back it up a little bit because I want to see if you can hear. I could hear when I wasn't watching. I wasn't really listening either, but I could hear when he kicked in with the Leslie, and I want to see if you can, because it's such a cool sound. And then on the lower register, he's got, so on an organ, it's upper register, lower register. Is she here?
No.
Okay, upper register, lower register, it's my bride. What that means is there's two keys, right? There's the upper key, lower key. And on the lower register on that, he's got all the bass really pulled out. And this is one of my favorite kind of affectations of a Hammond B3 organ is where you get down real low and you go, and I do that a lot. And it's I do it because I'm not talented to do other things, but it sounds very cool. It does sound cool. People are like, "Oh, it's so cool." I'm like, "You could do it. I could teach you to do it. I could teach her to do it." She doesn't want to learn because then I'd be sending her out on gigs for me. And anyway, so watch this. Watch this. It's my bride, Susu.
Hey, everybody.
I'm sure you guys know her by now. I just met her yesterday. She's awesome. So I'm sorry, we still got 6 minutes left in the song to go, and we got to do the cover. I forgot what I was going to say. Never Okay, so I'll back it up just a minute. I want you to notice something. He's playing with his left hand. He reaches over with his right hand and he flicks a switch. That is the switch that goes to the Leslie cabinet. And what I was going to say when I backed it up that I remember now is you can really hear the Leslie in his solo. It's this warbling kind of thing, and then he flicks the switch. So watch this. One more thing is, because I'm such an organ fanatic and I don't own one, is the keys that he's hitting. Come on in, Joe. The keys that he's hitting are keys that change the register. They're automatically set up and they're programmed to those keys. So instead of having to pull the bars out, which he does sometimes, and usually when he's playing live, he can hit a key on that far left-hand side, and it changes the whole setup of the organ. Joe just walked in.
It's amazing.
in time, you'll see the line that's drawn between the good and the bad. See the blind man, yeah, he is shooting at the world, bullets flying, oh, they're taking toll. If you've been bad, Lord, I bet you have, and you've not been hit by flying lead. You better close your eyes, you'd better bow your head. Wait for the ricochet.
I know I keep stopping this, and I keep saying I'm not going to, but there's so many things about this video. This was done in 1970, and shortly after that, probably I was 8 when this came out, so I would say probably when I was 12 or 13. I started playing with a guy named Bobby White, and my very first band was in 7th grade, and he had that exact. His was a Slingerland drum kit, but it had that exact same finish. That terrible finish. It's awful, but it makes me laugh. Okay, a couple things that I'm going to go to the next one.
Let me just
Is Rhonda
say
here?
something, because let me just say something because I'm going to
Yeah.
pop out.
Yeah.
It's so funny to watch these videos when you look at the audience of some of these older, like we did Wild
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, by the Charts.
Yes, and they're really getting down and
And the people are
going
not.
for it, and the people are sitting there in their 60s and 70s clothes, kind
Yeah.
of smiling with
And
their
there's a lot of
bouffant
kids
hairdos,
there. There was a lot of
kids.
children in there.
But they didn't like participate.
Right,
They just
at
sat
all.
back and listened.
I think that is because, and I'm sorry, it's going to sound like I'm trying to be a know-it-all. I'm not, but I had the same thought, and I think it's because they were an English band, and it's an English audience, and so the English are always thought of as being more reserved. And if you did this in the States, even in the 70s, they would have lost their minds.
Well, we watched one, and it's also the venue probably.
Yeah, it could be.
But
Yeah.
we watched one, where was it? Now I've lost my thought.
I'm
It's
sorry.
an old video that we watched where everybody was just acting very reserved. Neil Young, when he
Oh,
was
yeah.
he was only
When he
like
first started, he was in America.
like 17, 16,
Yeah,
17.
yeah. He started
like
when he
that.
was 16, 17 with, which band was he with? Crosby, no, he was with,
Oh, yeah, but he was playing that
Yeah.
pump organ, and
Yes.
it was him solo, and it was such a cool kind of quiet vibe. I
Yeah.
thought that was in England.
could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been.
know.
And there's so much to say about this I'd love to share with her, but I know you need to go in, but
Yeah.
the things he was doing on the organ were amazing. The guitar player was Richie Blackmore, if I'm not mistaken, from Blackmore's Rainbow. All right, bye. Call me when it's time. Okay. All right, bye. Anyway, guys, listen, thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you for my bride coming in and watching this with me. Oh, we haven't finished. Not finished, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, my brain, and I'm going to keep bringing up my brain, but this is live at Doom. The Dutch have such a different way of pronouncing things than we do that I could be trying to pronounce it phonetically and it could be totally wrong, so I'm not even going to try. But this is Child in Time, and they were a Dutch band called Navaronne, I believe. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get this shot, see what we think. Yes. Okay, so this is very newer, way newer than the other one by 30 years probably, or 40 years even. But if you see what he's got on the top there, he's got a stomp box. He's got a guitar stomp box when he's running that organ through that stomp box to get that really ragged kind of distorted sound. Nice.
Sweet child in time, you'll see the line that's run between the good and the bad. See the flying man, he's shooting at the world, but it's alright. No, they're taking it all. I bet you've been there. I bet you have. And you've not been hit. You've not been hit by flying men. You'd better close your eyes. You better bow your head. Wait for the ricochet.
I keep stopping it to talk about the organ because if you hear on our organ on a Hammond and a Leslie combination, which I believe is I think it's what's behind him there, but if that's a Hammond, I don't recognize necessarily the way it's set up. I think it is, but anyway, regardless of what it is, that's a typical kind of Hammond sound. But on the Leslie, even Leslie simulation, they have off, slow, and run like fast. And so off, slow, and fast. Is that slow? Is that, and that's the rotor, right? So the bass doesn't move at all. It's the top rotor part, and it rolls like this. And then when he hits it to go faster, it spins up. That is an awesome sound. This is a very long video, so I'm 13 minutes in. I'm 12 minutes, 2 minutes in of a 15-minute long song. I promise I'll try not to stop it again. Okay? There you go.
Crying for your day.
You hear that overtone? I can't help myself. I have to pause this again, and it's going to make this video twice as long as it should be. First of all, that guy is a freaking monster. I think I can play pretty well, especially those kind of leads. There's some of the stuff I was like, I have no idea what he's doing. So give the credit to where credit deserves. That guy is a freaking monster. I want to find out who he is. The other thing is, I don't know necessarily if this band is a Dutch band. They could very well be. I don't know if I read that. I think. Anyway, but also you hear that overtone. There's a real high kind of overtone. It's not called overtone. It's called something else, but harmonic. That he's actually using. He's hitting buttons on the organ that puts that up there, right on top. But he is a freaking monster. Love him.
Seen a flying hell, he's shooting at the world, bullets flying, Lord, taking it all. I bet you've been there. Oh, I bet you have.
Hear that? Yes. I think he said dank u wel, which means thank you in Dutch. But he may not have. He may have said thank you. I have no idea. Oh my gosh, dude, I love that so much. I love the whole thing, right? I love the whole milieu of it. Just the you know, the way they look, the hair, the everything. But also, it was extremely well done. I don't know that song from Deep Purple. I thought I knew a lot of their stuff. I think most people associate Deep Purple mainly with Smoke on the Water, that kind of thing. And it was a good song until they burned it out completely, and I played it in a million bands. Refused to I will ever play that song again, except that I might. It depends on, if I'm getting paid enough, I probably will. But this song, man, when I get off here, I'm gonna, I won't even ask him to watch my channel. I think he does. But my friend Rick Carr, I think, would love that, just because I think he liked that kind of music, the Deep Purple and the Rich Blackmores and stuff back in the day. But that is, I'd never heard of these guys, Navaronne. I think somebody who suggested it, if you suggested this, please reach out and let me know, because I cut off your name. And I'd love to give you credit, because this was outstanding. I loved it. It was very, very good. And I will watch it again. It's 15 minutes long, so it is a big time commitment. But it's well worth it, especially for me as a keyboard player. And it's a wannabe organ player, real organ player. That guy is a real organ player. He can play his ass off, and he's very, very good. So, did I say very, very good? Was it enough? I mean, anyway, look how fat I am. So peanut M&Ms and not working. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, which how do you not, hit like, subscribe to the channel, because I'm doing stuff like this where I'm just taking a band that I like or a band you suggested and doing a cover of it. And so it's pretty, I've not seen the idea yet. I'm sure that, you know, people are going to copy it, because I would if I hadn't thought of it myself. And maybe I am copying somebody's, but hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, because if you like it, they probably will. Hit the notification bell so you know. I released 4 yesterday, maybe, and I'm planning on releasing that many today as well. So, and then there are times when I only release one or none. I have been ill, so sometimes it's hard to release a whole lot of these. Anyway, loved it. Please come back. And I will see you later. I don't know what else I say. I don't remember anything. All right. Bye, guys.